You know what time it is. 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 Hey guys, and welcome to Little Blabber 91. Man, it seems like we just don't finish. It seems like we just don't finish. Seems like we don't finish. Zach is back here again. Listen, Reddit is life right now. Okay, it seems like there's another woman that's come out and shared a little bit of a post of what she experienced with Zach. She had some text messages she showed, and Zach was out here denying Bao that they ever even were dating. And this was November the 29th. It all says on the timestamp. So, I want to talk a little bit about it. Listen. Zach, as more listen, get head. I'm doing these videos. I'm hoping that as I do these videos, it's sharpening you and waking you up. I'm hoping that your brothers will come out, message me maybe, and say, hey, look, then we can have a conversation and I can advise you that this is madness, bro. Come out, apologize to all the ladies that you have done this to, bro. Get ahead of it. Be a man. Be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put your head in the sand. Don't put your head in the sand and ignore what's happening, because all it's doing is just making it worse for you every single time. More is coming out. Listen, and the ladies are going to get more emboldened, right? As one has already come out, if a second one comes out, a third one will come out. However more you got, I don't know how many more is in the woodworks are going to come out. So, bro, let's get ahead of the game on this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's be accountable. Yeah, apologize. Let people know why you're apologizing and what for. Okay, all right, and start the work in progress. I think that we need some therapy up in here. I think we need some therapy up in here. We need a strong T up in here. And I'm not talking about the stuff that we gossip about. Strong T as in with a therapy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I think we need from Zach. Because right now, we are moving mad. Okay? All right? We need a super villain reformation for him. All right? But listen, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification up. Loads. And for those of you who are returnees, already know what it is, baby. You got the middle rows. You got the middle rows. Stay hydrated because the streets out there are hot. All right, let's get straight into it. Not wasting much time. I'm bringing this onto my screen. I was on Reddit. You know what? I was just trying to see because obviously when I did that other video, when I was seeing the brothers, oh yeah, okay. I'll bring it back to this. So this is a text message, right? So you guys can see it. Yeah, so you guys can see that, right? Fantastic. So this was a text. This was done on Reddit. It was talking about obviously planning a third date with someone after filming episode for national television, declaring exclusivity with someone else. Zach is bold to think he could have a double life. I'll give him that, right? So this is Zach again. Apparently, with another woman says, "All right, our third date." So obviously, look at the messages. She's over. The girl's obviously in blue. He's in black, right? So it says, "All right, our third date." He said, how about next week? Said, yeah, I'm free. Okay, we can plan for something when we're both back. Lol, deal. And then obviously she asks, I have a question for you. He ignores it for 2 days. Obviously, I'm guessing that's when the madness was kind of kicking off. Are you dating Bao? She asks on the 29th. He says, hey, nope. And then she said, the internet seems to think so. He says, trust me, I know. That would have been a plot twist. Okay. All right. Now, there are obviously messages in between this. I want to go back. That the person who obviously posted this, who actually says they're the ones responsible, had some messages in between this, right? So and they were called temporary reach 1512, right? It says, to be honest, I believed him after he said they were dating because I figured it was probably that they were hanging out as friends until I saw the screenshot. So we're talking about the situation here where, because there was obviously people asking the question, how are people not seeing this? How are people not knowing that Zach is on the show? Well, those messages that we just showed as a text were on November the 29th, which is just this year, which is just gone past. But obviously people are asking, obviously he's been on the show, so how you not know before you start dating him, and getting involved with him? I think there's an earlier response that might have been there as well. But she was obviously letting us know, listen, to be honest, I believed him after he said they weren't dating because I figured it was probably that they were hanging out as friends until I saw the screenshots. Okay, so it's in here. I met him through the show because our mutual friend was someone involved with the show, hence how he found me in the first place. So in this particular case, it doesn't seem like she came after him. It seems like he came after her. All right. So in this case, I met him through the show because our mutual friend was someone involved with the show. So I wonder who that mutual friend is. Hence how he found me in the first place. And then obviously in response to the message was, after we started talking, I did research on him. He seemed smart and educated. We met right when the show was airing, so there was not exactly a lot of info out there. I thought he was charming in person, and I had no reason to suspect anything about him. It seemed like he had a good relationship with his family, which I thought was also a green flag, which is also usually is a good flag. Usually is a good flag. I even started watching the show, and I felt like he was who he said he was. I think he definitely got a good edit overall. I've only seen half of the season though. Okay, so it doesn't seem like they spoke too much. So old boy telling about Elena, how he was deeply involved. I'm not saying, even though Zach said obviously that Elena didn't mean anything, or what we're hearing from is that Elena doesn't really mean anything. You know, it seems like he was having deep conversations with Elena, right? Because this lady here is not talking about how they discussed the show or discussed his representation on the show. So so he says obviously someone we both knew essentially connected us. Well, that person told him about me, and then he reached out to me. Okay. And again, he reached out to me from a recommendation of a mutual friend. Who is a mutual friend? Listen, no. Let's start being real. What are these mutual friends doing? If the mutual friend is connected with the show and they know what Zach has gone through, they know he's not ready for a relationship. And that also is this is something that's really spinning my mind right now. The mutual friend who's connected to the show, okay, all right, connected to the show, must have seen Zach's behavior. Okay, must have seen Zach's behavior throughout the show, or at least heard about his behavior for the show, right? And I'm guessing maybe he wasn't as bad on the show then, right? And then after the F-boy stuff started, but we're hearing that he was dating people before the show. So what is the friend seeing and thinking that he's ready to be in a relationship? That's what I'm asking. What are these mutual friends seeing and asking to be in a relationship? This is sounding odd. Why are friends pushing friends to go into these situations? Like, this is another person who a friend got involved to link them to again. What is going on here? Right? It's starting to make the stories a little bit less believable when people are saying friends. Um, you know, to do so would be consistent. What's this? Also that because he was in our friends. Exactly. Okay, I do it because I met a lot of. Why I should save Zach as Zach MAFS? I do it because I meet a lot of strangers from social media, dating apps, traveling, etc. People in my contact list are either listed with the app name or city names. Said okay. He reached out to me. He started dating Bao in late August, early September before they recreated their first date for the cameras. This was someone else's message. I strongly believe they were exclusive by the end of November. Date of this text, that was only a few days ago, and he was denying he was dating Bao, exclusive or not. So he reached out to me in August, which is after he already led Bao to believe they were dating exclusively because of the show airing. I think he took advantage of the fact that they couldn't publicly show they were exclusive. He could have his secret relationship with Bao along with others. Yikes. So again, this is all pointing towards after the show. Nothing so yet has pointed towards before the show. It is low. I list people behind me them. Okay. In the beginning, I really had no clue. It wasn't until maybe in October that I heard about some speculations that they were dating, but I thought they were just rumors and that they were just hanging out as cast members. Since he would still show interest in me, I didn't dive too deep into it, which I get. We also went on public dates at the start, which thinking back is pretty bold of him considering he had a girlfriend a whole time. So start of August, right? Okay. It says as one of the other women that Zach was stringing along while dating Bao, I just want to pop on here to say that I'm very glad Elena put his ass on blast. Yeah, she made a public comment on Bao's post instead of DMing her, but if she hadn't, this probably wouldn't have blown up, and I would have not realized I was getting played as quickly as I did. So thank you for speaking out to those who can't, not ready to. Okay. I said, obviously, I knew he was an MFS as we had a mutual friend and connected us through this person. Did not know he was dating Bao at the time. It's crazy. Again, why? Oh, I just realized you guys couldn't see that. Sorry, I apologize. You guys couldn't see it because I made it small. But I was reading it basically, right? So, I just think to myself, it's. I'll put a link in the description box before. Again, Zach's been called out for another one of these situations where someone has been dating secretly. He's taken advantage. He's an opportunist, dating people in the midst of people not finding out that him and Bao were together. The rumors were circling, etc., etc. And now it's come out, and I'm like, bro, What is going on with you? You're moving mad, right? And the family needs to hold him responsible and stop deflecting to other people. He needs to be held accountable. He's moving mad. And I'm gonna leave it there. What's your thoughts? Comment down below in the comment section. Let's talk.
Little black boy, you know what time.